Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta get it right. Yo.
Ugly.
Yo. Me.
Ugly.
Yo. We are back in the lab,
Yes,
back
sir.
in the studio.
Uh-huh.
Captain's Log Podcast and YouTube show. I'm Rob. This nigga is Rick. The fuck is up?
What's goody?
Bruh. It's been a minute.
Woo-hoo.
We've been gone about 6-7 weeks. You
Man.
know, shit been happening, man.
Woo.
This is not gonna be a traditional episode. We just gonna give y'all an explanation. Initially, we were gonna take a break August 1st. We had shit going on from that weekend into the 13th. We had something going on. So we're still gonna come back today. That was the plan. We're supposed to had a guest. Shout out to Omar Harris up in Delaware. We're gonna reschedule him. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that done. Shout out to him for being patient. Shout out to my cousin Rollo for being patient. We're gonna reschedule that shit. And I think we should still be good to go for next week's guest because it was a little after. But we are gonna give you explanations, but we're gonna start off by saying that we both fucked up. We both got a story to tell.
Man.
We both, had some crazy injuries, you know what I'm saying, life-changing shit. But all right, so we just gonna tell you. You can go ahead. You can go first.
Oh man, where do I fucking begin? So July 16th. It's like 6:30 in the morning. It's a Saturday. We had just got back from vacation. I woke up in the middle at like 6:30 in the morning. I was like, damn, I'm up. I was like, all right, I'm going to get this good stretch in. I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my face, and get myself busy, ready for work. Not work, but to do stuff around the house. So I woke up. I'm stretching on the bed, and my ceiling fan is directly above my bed. My hand hits the ceiling fan, which then causes my wrist to hit the glass dome underneath that protects the lights. It shattered, and it was dark, but I felt my hand getting wet, and I couldn't feel my hand. So I immediately applied pressure, and I went to the bathroom, and then that's when I seen all the blood. And I was like, I fucked myself up. That's what I said in my head. So then I yelled for my wife. It's like, babe, I cut my wrist. So she came running upstairs. I'm running it underwater because I can't see exactly where the wound is because it was so much blood. And she said, let me see. I showed her. She was like, what the fuck? She was like, put pressure on it. I told her grab the medical kit that we had in our closet. She immediately grabbed some packing gauze and immediately started wrapping and applying pressure to the wound while I'm still holding. She packs it, she wraps it. My shit's still bleeding like crazy. By this time, my bathroom looks like a scene out of First 48. No joke. There's blood everywhere on the walls, the sink, the floor, shower curtain. That shit's everywhere. I told her, I was like, look, grab my fucking tourniquet out of my gun belt. Most of you do know. If you don't know, I'm in the Army still. I'm a firearms instructor. I teach, medical or emergency medical classes. So I always have tourniquets and stuff around the house, in my car, on my gun belt, whatever. So I told her to grab my tourniquet off my gun belt. She grabbed it. She came back. I was like, apply pressure onto the wound as soon as I let go. And I unhooked my tourniquet and put the tourniquet on myself while my wife was applying pressure. She packed it, wrapped it again. We left the fucking house. The first place we go to is the Largo fucking new trauma center, the new PG hospital. Tasha drops me off at the front. Mind you, I have a tourniquet on above my elbow here, and all of this is wrapped up as you see this fucking black mitt I have on. So I walk into the emergency room lobby, seen this lady. I say, hey, ma'am. I said, I think I lacerated my artery in my wrist. I just put a tourniquet on. I was like, I need to be seen immediately. She told me it'd be 20 to 30 minutes before I can be seen. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to last 20 to 30 minutes. And she told me where the nurse would be. The nurse just went in the back and, she'll be out as soon as she can. So I immediately looked at I had my watch in my hand. I didn't even have it around my wrist. I had my watch in my hand. I called Tasha. I was like, please come pick me up. This bitch just told me it's a 20 or 30-minute wait. And I heard Tasha spinning tires in the parking garage in the truck. So babe came and got me pulled up front. We left Bowie and went straight to we left Largo and went straight to Bowie. Tasha got there in like 5 minutes. No joking. Like she had the fucking truck balling like 120 the entire way, flashes on with ease. No traffic, no no hiccups. Walk right in, explain the same situation to the lady at the front desk. She asked me, did I just come from Lago? I said, yes, ma'am. I was like, they told me they was going to wait 20, 30 minutes. A doctor came out and seen that I had the tourniquet on. He was like, he needs to come to the back immediately. So they immediately took me to the back. Put me in a room. He asked me what happened. I told him. He loosened the tourniquet just like one turn and then unwrapped it. As soon as he did that, blood and shit started gushing everywhere again. So he put his hand over top of it. And first thing he said was, we can't treat this here. So in my mind, I was like, I'm about to fucking die. You see what I'm saying? So he was like, we're going to have to call in a medevac. So I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is even more time. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. Me being completely honest, I'm scared at this point because I just heard that he can't treat me where I'm at, and I know that I lost a shit ton of blood because I felt it. So they repack it like super, super good, retighten my tourniquet even more to the point that now my fingertips are white at this point. And he repacked it. It stopped. They stabilized me, got me with the IV, gave me oxygen. They called for a medevac from Baltimore. The helicopter was about to take off, but then fog came in, so they couldn't fucking take off. So they had to send ground transport from Baltimore to Bowie to come pick me up.
How long did that take?
45 minutes for them to get there. By this point, the doctor said that I was stable because the bleeding had stopped.
But you still done lost.
But I still done lost a shit ton of blood. But I wasn't clammy. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting weaker. I was about to faint. So I wasn't at that point. But I felt that I was at borderline. So the truck finally get there. They put me in. They popped me with like three doses of fentanyl, and I'm on my way to Baltimore.
Man.
As soon as I get to the hospital, they immediately take me into the x-ray room, took x-rays, and I went straight into medical surgery for 3 hours. And then come to find out, once I woke up, I had lacerated my radial artery, which is that main artery they'll check to get your blood pressure and stuff on your wrist. And tendons in my wrist. No nerve damage. They said I missed the nerve by like a quarter of an inch. So that happened on July 16th. Since then, I've been doing physical therapy 2 days a week. And I've been struggling with a lot. I can't do the normal stuff I used to. When I first got injured, I couldn't wash my left side. Like I couldn't really use my hands. So Tasha had to help me put my clothes on. She had to help me, brush my teeth and, just do normal stuff. I'm still having a hard time tying my shoes at this point. You know what I mean? So it's a struggle. I cannot feel half of my hands still. I have little to no motion or mobility in my fingers. This is just about what you're going to get for right now, and I can't bend my wrist back. And I wear this because if I was to bend my fingers to a certain angle, I risk of re-snapping my tendons in my artery again. So I have a nasty scar from here halfway down my forearm from the surgery. So the good thing is I'm alive, because if it wasn't for my wife being there and me putting the tourniquet on, I'd have bled to death upstairs in my house in front of my kids. And that is not the way I want to go out. Carry me on my shield like the fighter that I truly am, right? So it's been difficult at times because I get frustrated because I can't do the normal stuff like opening sodas or cutting my fucking food. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult to deal with, but I have a very, very strong support system when it comes to my wife. I tell her this all the time. She kind of like pushes off the side, but I'm like, babe, you saved my life, and I love you. She was like, well, why'd you say that? I was like, because you did.
Shout out to the wife. Which one is it? I gotta remember. Give it up for time. Give it up.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at, man. I go see the surgeon this week to get reassessed, to see what's the next steps for physical therapy, if I need any additional possible surgeries or anything like that. So, but that's about it, man. That's it, and that's all.
Well,
That's
glad
where
you're
the fuck
here,
I've
man.
been.
Glad
Yeah,
you're here.
yeah.
Out this way. There you go. Pound that way. Got in the comments. You got Deli said, yo. Keith said, glad you're still with us, fam. No bullshit. God was with you.
Yeah.
Deli says, glad you're still alive, bro. Ham. And Keith says, it's going to get better for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. So mine. So now my shit wasn't that, it wasn't that dramatic, nigga. It's about to tear the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Gonna lie to you. All right. So at this point when my injury occurred, this was probably about 2 weeks after you had already.
I fucked myself up.
So fuck around. I'm on the island. I was like, man, I just want to hoop, bro. And I I was usually playing basketball like once a week, and I was like, look, I'm trying to come down on some weight. This is kind of my form of cardio as well as cycling. I don't really fuck with the treadmill. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to Bowie Sports Fit because that's the only place that I know they got a basketball court. So the week before that, I went in there, played with some folks in that joint. They was like, man, we in this joint Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I was like, bet. So I was like, I ain't coming all 3 days, but if I can get a Monday and a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe with a Monday and a Wednesday, I can heal up. You know what I'm saying? Be good for the weekend. So I just happened to go up the joint, man, and I sat there a little bit. I was like, man, I'm on next. You know what I'm saying? So we running up and down the court, just loosening up. Now I will say I didn't really get a good stretch in. You know what I'm saying?
Stretch
which
is
is
important.
which is my fault. So get on the court. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little rebound, put back, like boom, I'm good. I'm coming back down the court. You got the back shuffle. You got the bucket shuffle. So I'm like, I just got to put back there. They was like, y'all better do something about that. And so I'm like, yeah. the niggas said they gotta do something with me. You know what I'm saying?
You ugly as shit.
Niggas gotta do something with me. You know what I'm saying? So then, man, the play started speeding up. So I was like, oh shit. So I tried to back up and turn. And I just lost my balance. I'm falling back, like really trying to catch myself. And then my feet had tangled up. So once my feet tangled and I turned, that motherfucking patella was like, nope, bow.
Damn.
So my tendon had popped before I even hit the ground. So when I hit the ground, so it's just like you see it on TV. You know what I'm saying? You watching basketball, motherfucker go up for a dunk or some shit, come down, boom. Or he running, or pretty much, so it was a non-contact injury. So that's how you know you done ruptured something. When you do a juke move or something, or you just running, maybe you sprinting,
hurt,
and your shit just pop, you done ruptured it. That ain't no tear. So, I'm on the ground, I'm holding my shit. You know what I mean? It was a dude who was there. He was actually an ex-Navy corpsman, so shout out to him. He came over, was checking me, and he was pushing on that shit. I was like, don't fucking push it. He's like, you gotta let me check. You know what I mean? So at this point, the guys helping me up on the court, and I couldn't put no fucking weight on it. So then after a while, I was able to put weight on it, but the guy went and got me an ice pack. So I got the ice on the joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, and I was like, all right, let me just take a look at this shit. So I took the shit off. So look, for all 4 of y'all, there's 3, 4 of y'all that's watching right now. Well, I want you to look at your knee, right? I want you to imagine your kneecap is like 3, 4, or 5 centimeters up into your quad. And I want you to put your finger back where your kneecap is now, and that's just squishy. So my kneecap is so as you're bending your knee, your kneecap is like it's sticking up like this. It's sticking into the skin because you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing right there, and you can't bend it. So it's like immediate tightness, like kind of like blowing up a balloon in a cup or some shit. So immediate tightness, you know what I'm saying? I can't move it. And then I had to hobble my ass out to the fucking truck. So get out to the truck, take me like 10 minutes to get in the truck, you know what I'm saying? To squeeze the fuck in there. I get home, take me a minute to get up the steps, shower up, and all this. And I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the doc, man. I was like, this shit bad. So mom's come through. I said, Mom, I need you to pull up. You know, Mom Dukes come through. She threw. Pulled up on me at about 7 o'clock. Took me to the VA hospital. I was like, they're gonna document this shit. So went up to VA. Man, we was in the VA hospital at 2:30. They only had one doctor and like 10 nurses, and none of these fucking ladies could do shit. Just coming in there and fucking checking my fucking blood pressure. So they ain't gave me no drugs. They ain't get all they did was, so look, then we'll make it worse. The x-ray system is down for the x-rays. So I'm like, I don't think you need an x-ray though. Like, I don't think you need an x-ray. I thought it's if it's torn, but I said, do your thing. So it's like 4 hours until that shit got back up. But now we at midnight. I'm just getting the x-ray. I'm in the gym. I'm hungry as fuck. And it got me sitting in the room. It's cold. They ain't give me no little blanket or nothing. I'm just freezing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Knee tight as a bitch.
Interrogation.
And so after that, they put me in the brace. And the doc finally came in and was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to send this up to orthopedics, and they're gonna give you an appointment to come in. I'm like, you could have told me that shit over the phone. Like, so we don't get home at 2:30. Like, all right, bet. So Friday, this was Wednesday. Friday, I'm up at the VA hospital in DC. You know what I'm saying? I go straight in. They looking at it. The doc come in and he was like, you gonna have to get surgery, bro. So I'm like, fuck. So niggas start teeing up. Like, man, I done had three surgeries. So that shit, you know, 2 surgeries at the time. I was like, this shit ain't it, man. So he was like, yeah. He's like, I mean, so he's like, if you're telling me, you know, how this happened, he's like, this thing was probably already torn. And I was like, honestly, from the way it felt, I tore this shit in boot camp. So I was on the rifle range, right? And, you know, you got to do the 3 stand, high, medium, and low kneeling. So the medium was where I drew the line. I said, I can't do it. I'm not a flexible nigga like that. So he was like, well, you're going to have to do it. So the low kneeling is you got to have your rifle up, and you have to sit on your ankle. So I'm like, my shit ain't never been like that. You know what I'm saying? So put me in the joint, and then was like, you got to get down. So he pushed me down in it. You know what I'm saying? And then I could feel it. So I'm like, fuck, it was the same thing. So honestly, I think this shit's been torn and repaired since 2003. Because after that, you know what I'm saying, right when the pandemic started, I was going to physical therapy for the same knee. You know what I'm saying? And so it's safe to say this joint, it was only a matter of time. So I come back, like they put they just kept the thing on me. I come back a week later. No, I came back 3 days later, and they did the surgery. Look, they did me right on the surgery, though. They did me right. I told them, I said, look, I had a surgery on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? I got a plate and 6 screws in there. And I said, man, look, I'm gonna fuck around and have a panic attack. Y'all in there having a good old conversation while you putting all these fucking different type of knives down. So he said, okay, I got something for you. So he was like, well, I got to give you something anyway, because we're gonna have to put a tourniquet on your leg, which I still ain't got no fucking feeling in my inner thigh. And so he put the joint on, and then he gave me some shit that just just ride the wave. I was like, damn. I was like, what is that, fentanyl or some shit? I was like, you give me fentanyl? He's like, no. I was like, man, this might be the fent, bro. I'm in here making jokes. So at this point, I don't even feel him putting. He on the tourniquet, he twisting the shit out of that joint. I was like, Mom, my motherfucking leg about to pop off in this joint. And she just like, no, Lila was there. I was like, my fucking leg about to pop off. She was like, it's just pick my leg up, put it in the trunk. I'm on straight joke time. They take me up in the operating room.
Your ass was awake.
I was awake. Yeah.
Wow.
So it took me in the operating room. They strapped my arms down and shit. And then it gave me some more shit. I was like, oh man, y'all killing me out here, man. I was like, what that shit was called? Nigga, I blinked my eye, nigga. I woke up with the fucking cast on, waiting to get wheeled out. I was like, oh, they got me. Dog.
Yeah,
I went
out
so quick on the anesthesia. I didn't remember shit. So apparently the surgery only takes like 30 to 40 minutes, because you just cutting your fucking knee, pulling the tendon, and whatever the fuck they attaching
to.
it with. So currently, right now, you know what I'm saying, I was wearing a cast for a week. They took it off. I still got this brace on. I got to wear that to the first, and then we're gonna get the physical therapy thing started. As far as like, well, when we'll get into what we'll get into now is how it affects you. But before you do that, man, make sure you go ahead and check out the website. You know what I'm saying? We got the link tree on here. If y'all want to, if y'all not subscribed, make sure you do that. If you want to donate to the cause, you can do that too. I'm pushing that shit. I'm pushing it, man. Just go ahead, give me a little something. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. Check it out. All right. So how this is affecting my life? I was saying in the beginning, like, once them drugs wore off, man, I was hating life for about a day. And I know the pain, my pain level had went down, a lot, to the point where I didn't need an Oxycontin. And I mean, I don't take nothing now. But like, I'm a runner, dog. So it's like, I mean, like, as much as I complain about, wanting to take the train or drive or have to walk and all this other shit, it's just good for you. Like, it's good for you. So it's bad for my mental, me being in the house. I was already in the house, the whole pandemic. And then I get into a spot where I can walk as much as I want or I don't want. And then it's like, now I'm back home, teleworking until further notice. So, I know my wife, she was, doing the best she could, but she was a little frustrated because, we still got Nugget. Nugget is like 3.5 months old, puppy. And then we got the kids, still trying to get the kids out the house. I can't really go. I mean, it just taking me a while to go up the steps for the first couple of days, but I couldn't sleep on the couch. So she doing that. She trying to make sure I'm fed, helping me wash up and shit. I think she was enjoying that shit. You want me to wash you? So, what I'm saying? But I mean, it's just her seeing me in a vulnerable state, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, but she trying to do all this and still working to still have time for her. So she was just getting really frustrated to the point where now I'm hobbling around because I'm like, I ain't about to be no fucking burden up in here, you know what I'm saying? Even though I kind of had a right to, you know what I'm saying? Because it was an accident. But then you talking about just having to sit. So it's like I'm just going from, wake up in the morning, have me a little breakfast, take some meds, kind of lay on the couch, watch TV, fall asleep, hobble my ass in the basement, get on the game for about 2 hours, go back upstairs, fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Get up, watch TV, take some more meds, fall asleep. I'm like, bro, I can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought I was gonna pick up some weight, but I'm good out here. But so doing that for a few weeks to now, it's like I'll still be home for another 2 weeks. And then I have to decide, this is really my choice. Do I want to go back in? My job said they got a fucking scooter for me. But I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't think I want to be taking this brace on and off when I gotta go take a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So I don't know, man. So mentally it fucking sucks, man. It's like I'm depressed and I'm happy at the same time because I actually asked about surgery for this shit a while ago. Personally, I would have rather have gotten surgery when it just needed to be repaired, not like when it's ruptured. You know what I'm saying? Not on a circumstance where it's fucked up and now you have no choice. I wanted to get a surgery a couple years ago and they told me no because I was young. And they was like, yeah, the surgery, it helps, but you're still going to be, have pain for the rest of your life. So just that, man. And it's like, everybody pulled up on me, called on me, checked on me. Everybody did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, I kind of got to the point where I was like, I could have had somebody at the house to visit, you know what I'm saying? One of the fellas, a family member, like every day. But I was like, after that, I was like, I didn't really want to see nobody, you know what I mean? So I'm just in the crib. I'm just kind of dozed off. You know what I'm saying? I'm in pain. I can't get my bedroom activities in. I'm just, so it was definitely depressing. I mean, I'm kind of, I would say I'm at the end of the tunnel. I think I'm about halfway. Because I got physical therapy, you know what I'm saying? And, I still got a lot of challenges that I got to face. Like I can drive and all that is fine. Can't ride my motorcycle yet. We'll see.
This.
But like, I can't do shit. I damn sure can't play basketball. Now, that's the biggest thing. Now I have to decide, like, are you about to go back and play or are you done?
What's there to decide? You're done.
Bruh,
what?
I just
hang them up, bro.
So this is the thing. And this is me being totally honest and transparent. Like, there's no other form of exercise or sport that I love more than basketball.
No, I feel
Like
you.
not even like cycling is fun. I don't love cycling. You be down for like 2-3 days,
Yeah.
but like I love basketball.
That was the
bro.
same way.
Like,
That was the same way with me with football, right? But I had a serious injury where I had to fucking make a decision. Nigga, I almost lost my eye
yeah, bro. Yeah.
playing fucking
I
flag
feel
football.
You.
I had a slight retina detachment, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going back, bro. I'm done."
Ralph said 2K23.
Yeah, I'm with it.
So I would say, as of now, you know what I'm saying? Like I've already, you know, the has instances where I lost my balance. So it'll I can't announce a time of retirement right now. I just want to get back to walking. I don't mind staying away, you know, but just knowing like, all right, nigga, you just heal the fuck up. But like the fact that like how easy it happened, the surgeon was like, you could have lost your balance going up the steps and this shit would have happened.
Yeah,
So like that shit was hanging on by a thread.
Yeah,
but it's all it's not just contributing from basketball.
Yeah,
Contributing from
so,
basketball,
military, the whole
active duty,
nine.
all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
now what's going to happen is you're going to be, even if you for
I would
whatever
I would never play the same again.
for whatever fucking reason why you would even fucking think about going on the fucking court. But if you ever do, you're just going to always be subconsciously thinking about your fucking knee because it happened with no contact.
I know, terrible too. So that's just another thing, man. That's like I said, it's me being
life, man.
That's me being transparent. There's no other sport that I love to play more than basketball. Honestly, hey, if I had to choose, I actually enjoy watching football more than basketball. Well, I think they're about the same, depending on who I'm watching. But so that's where I'm at, man. I have to decide, you know, whether something that I've been playing, you know, since I was 5 years old, that I can't play it no more. And it's really the most annoying part. But you know, I mean, fucking people's like, you know, you're too old to be out there. You know, you ain't a young man no more. You know, you're old. Everybody fucking telling me I'm old, bro.
Everybody.
I'm like, bro, I still got a quarter tank left, man. I still do. With an octane boost.
Nah.
I still got that mobile one in me, man. I can still run.
All right. Me too. I have to.
But that's it, man. That's what's going on. What about you, man? I know you said a little bit.
Yeah, it's difficult. Not even gonna hold you. I'm impatient, especially when I'm hurt. And I want to get back to normal. So I become really, really independent when I don't need to. You know what I mean? Like trying to open doors, fucking trying to cook. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like force myself to be kind of normal because I felt like I've been, you know, kind of a burden myself because like it's a lot. You know, I'm getting ready to walk out the house and, you know, I got to wake my wife up to fucking tie my shoes. You know what I mean? So I had to find little creative ways to shave my head and brush my teeth and, you know, become kind of independent so I won't have to bother them so much. And they still, you know, make sure I'm squared away. But it's not easy at all. It's definitely not easy. Because there's shit that I love to do that I know that it's on pause X for a while, right? But I can still fucking shoot though. I can tell you that. That shit ain't going away.
Left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed, but I shoot just as good with my left.
You're gonna do this straight.
Yeah, see, look,
You're gonna do the straight joint.
Nah,
Please.
I just shoot with one hand. I can't do shit with this. But now, I mean, I've been doing stuff to keep myself active. I'm cool with being in the house, so I'm just running out of shit to watch on TV since I can't play the game. But I mean, I've been chilling, man. But you know, taking the time. Me and the wife have been, you know, having good conversations and talking and enjoying our time. I'm enjoying the time with the kids. So I'm just taking it for what it is, man. Me, you know, I know once I break something, tear something, or whatever, I don't hear the same. But this is definitely like a life altering event. The fact that I, you know, almost fucking died from a fucking ceiling fan freak accident off some Final Destination, 1,000 Ways to Die type shit.
That's what Brian called it. Brian called it 1,000 ways. Yeah. I was like, fucking asshole.
Yeah. So, but it's, you know, I have the ability to laugh at it now because, you know, people, you know, make jokes and shit, but
sound like Bear.
That's everybody. Fuck you was doing? What type of freaky shit y'all was doing?
That was the first thing I was like, the fuck? I was like,
Yeah.
man, motherfucking fan must have been low as a bitch.
Nah, to see everybody understand, you know, people, we got the bed is high because we got the box spring and the pillow top mattress.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
I was stretching one morning shit. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, hey, look,
I felt my fingertips and I was like, oh, hell no.
I hit that fucking fan all the time. Never in our fucking life.
That motherfucker was on high then.
Yeah, that motherfucker stay on high.
That's what we said. I was like, that motherfucker had to be on high, bro.
Fuck, still fan.
Ain't no medium or no low doing all that shit.
No.
But
it is what it is.
So we went to the little iPic joint, man, which is this was when like shit started getting weird. So you know the iPic theater, you know how it's set up.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was having a little conversation and shit. So me and the wife come in the joint, and we like at the bottom row on the top row. So I had to come up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my crutch, so I'm like walking, but you know I got to one step it. I got to baby step it. All I heard was complete silence. Everybody like. So I get about halfway. I'm like, y'all ain't gotta stop talking because I was like, I ain't fucking crippled shit. Man, these niggas looked at me like I was fucking the peasant out here, man. Like I was a real sight to see.
Yes, that's what it is, because people be staring at this joint. Because at first I had it all the way up to my forearm. It was like right to here. But they just cut it last week because they wanted to start flexing my wrist more. And motherfuckers was looking at me, they didn't know what the fuck. They was like, what the fuck? And some people were bold, you know, hey man, what happened to your hand? You know what I mean? And I'll tell them the story, and they're like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my gosh, dude. Glad you're still here. Thank you.
Oh, they'll ask you. Man, I had an old lady. She was like, what happened? I'm like, fix your face. She's like, what happened? I said, I was with Brian. We took me to the little wine and spirits in Bowie. And he had to get some wine for the house. And the lady asked, and she was like, you're not young anymore. I'm like, God damn it. Shut the fuck up. I knew so. I was just looking at her like, go ahead and get it out. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, man, you know, shit's still going on, man. You know, we did take our little break. This is actually the longest break we done took since this thing been rolling. It was much needed, man. Some time to you know, refocus in, you know, come with some fresh ideas, you know, some content in between the content. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, you know, we had some guests coming on. We hopefully, you know, we're still coming on. Everything is good to go. 3 different guests coming up in the next 3 weeks or so. And that's it, man. It's shit gonna be rolling.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's good to be back, bro. I missed it. Pause. I got no dad joke today.
Oh, you don't? I got one for you. I got a dad joke today. I got one for you. I got a dad joke. Dad joke alert. Dad joke alert. Alert. What do you call a cow laying down?
Ground beef.
Fuck, nigga, let me say it. I got it from Giannis. Giannis was like, he's like, ground beef.
Yeah, I seen that video too. Stupid ass. That shit was so easy. You gotta come better than that.
I just thought about it. I was like, it just came to my head because you didn't have one.
You stupid.
All right, so we're gonna keep it short for y'all tonight, man. We just want to say welcome back. We missed everybody. Share, subscribe. I'm not putting my fucking leg up, but I got a brace on under here. And we'll catch you guys next week, man.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right. Captain out.